Hello, and welcome to the actual Thanksgiving episode of the Drive Home Podcast. I'm your host, and let's drive this podcast home. Oh, just forgot. Hey there, bud. Hopefully it ends up picking up stuff, and it's not just from my phone. I got out early today because of, tomorrow Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. And so we kind of got to decide if we wanted to work for the full day, I guess. Not at all. Or like a half day. Well, it's not really a half day, but it's a shorter day. And so I got out about 3 hours earlier. The not Thanksgiving episode was obviously going to be Thanksgiving episode, but I ended up talking about other stuff. And I just kind of focused on that at some point. So I was like, well, if I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. So I just figured, may as well get it over with. And then day before Thanksgiving, or day after that episode, I record this one. And then this one will go up on Thanksgiving for some reason. But yeah, so here we are. So, I think as I said yesterday, I am thankful for this new job, which it means a lot to me so far. I mean, my mouth kind of tastes like sawdust after it, so that kind of sucks. But, and then like I guess like the dust gets like up my nose because I notice like sometimes I sneeze or like whatever. And like my snot's like black, which it shouldn't be that way. I'm assuming other people in relatively dusty or dirty like that industries also experience this. But that's my experience. So, but I don't hate it. Well, I don't love it, but I don't like, it's not like a. It doesn't mean that much, right? Like, it sucks, but it's not like a key specific thing, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Grand scheme of things. Just looking at a cough drop to help with the flavor stuck in my mouth. I should get out earlier than I thought I would. So it's like 11:30ish, which I think I mentioned, but they said we get out about 12, right? Or something. So I assume that means we'd work until 12 and then we'd do the cleanup. But since this is the last day of the week, didn't necessarily happen. So, let's go up on. So, if you saw the previous episode, you should really get the vague idea that like it's like I'm uploading these I uploaded the non-Thanksgiving episode on the day that I recorded it, and I'm gonna upload the Thanksgiving episode the day before Thanksgiving and put it up on Thanksgiving. So I'm skipping a bunch of episodes. So the chronological order is amiss. But, and then as I said, I'm thankful for this year there being lots of enjoyable games. I mean, seriously, like, this is my year for gaming. New Monster Hunter, Kirby Air Riders, Nintendo Switch 2 came out, new Pokemon game, which I need to play more of, new Hyrule Warriors game, played a little bit of that, that one's pretty fun so far. What else? Oh yeah, Citizen Sleeper 2 came out at the beginning of this year, I think. Right? And I'm super excited for that, right? Digimon game, oh my gosh. Like, this year was my year for gaming, pretty much. Like, obviously, there are games that are spread out throughout the years that I personally enjoyed. Like Xenoblade Chronicles X is my favorite Xenoblade Chronicles game. Like, hands down. Like, second favorite is the first one, Xenoblade Chronicles, for, I guess, obvious reasons. But, and then, obviously, I've mentioned this before, but I haven't really played enough of 2 and 3, and when I have played of 2, I don't find it enjoyable, or at least not as enjoyable. I really like the arts palette, and it's not there anymore, and it's a bit upsetting for me, honestly. But, other than that, I guess, obviously I'm thankful for my family. I think it was near the beginning of this year, or late last year, my grandmother ended up having a stroke, and I'm thankful that she's still alive, and she can't do as much, but she's not really all that different from how she was before. She still has full control of her body. She's not like, thankfully, and I'm super thankful for that, honestly. I mean, I don't think I really have to be, honestly. I don't think that should be warranted, but I am extremely thankful to my grandfather, who decided, instead of going to like the nearby clinic, they were going to go straight to the hospital, because that ended up saving her from, well, I guess becoming disabled. I don't really know what would have happened, but he made the right call, and I am extremely thankful for that. Now, I think I told him thank you, but we're both kind of standoffish people, I'd say. I mean, I'm more open because I'm younger, I guess. But like, he's older, and he's more like stereotypical grandpa. Well, he's a mechanic as well. Most of my family's a family of mechanics, pretty much. And if they're not mechanics, they're teachers. And if they're not teachers, it's my mother, who's an insurance person. Anyway. I'm thankful that my dad's happy. I may or may not have mentioned this before, or will have mentioned it soon, but my dad's deciding to get married again to, well, I guess again, you know, he's only been married once, as far as I know, to my mother, and they got a divorce when I was super young, so, like, I remember the divorce, kinda, like, I have memories from before they were divorced, and then, I don't know, maybe like a year or two after I started being able to remember, they got a divorce. I've gone through my family history timeline vaguely enough, and, well, my dad, well, he didn't necessarily, like, try to go on dates as far as I know. He was always so busy with work, and then on the weekends, well, every other weekend, he was hanging out with me and my brother, so I'm sure he might have wanted to get back out there earlier than he did, I guess, but I'm glad me and my brother were kind of able to help him. So, I guess he ended up eating, I meant to say meeting, I guess somebody who I guess went to school with him, who ended up having a crush on him at some point. And she had kids at that point who were like my brother's age and a year older than my brother. So I was like the youngest, of course, because I always am, pretty much. Like, it's either the people I'm with are like under my age by a significant amount, or they're over my age by not much, but enough, right? But you know, other than that, so we ended up like doing, I guess, like play dates, you could call it, right? Where we would hang out and we would do stuff, and then we went on camping trips and some hikes and stuff. And well, maybe that was how it started, or like how we originally met up. But or maybe my dad was being sneaky and he was doing that behind the scenes, and then he used. So every year, I'm sure some people have seen the movie The Polar Express, but every year we have a train station in the next town over, basically. So they do this Polar Express thing, right? Where you can get in the train, they'll serve you cocoa and stuff, and you go on a ride during winter, and you end up at Santa's place, his village, whatever. I don't remember what it's actually called, but it's like a setup thing, right? They set it up, and well, I don't know if they set it up because there's like an inside, but so I think there's an inside. I don't know. I only ever did it when I was really young, so like maybe 7 would have been the last time I went there, if not earlier. But yeah, no. So I think that's where we met up with them the first time, and then there was another person as well who I think they but she wasn't related. She was someone we just became friends with on that as well, because she was around her age as well. So that was cool, because it attracts a lot of people. So that was made quite a couple of friends. They live in like a different town over, in like the opposite, in like a different area, and so we don't see them as much. But yeah, no. Sorry about all the ums. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm trying to say before I say it sometimes. But yeah, no. So it was great. Or I guess, I don't know. That's sort of the idea. It's going to be a small thing, I guess. It's not going to be a big thing. Not going to do a huge gathering. Me and my brother get to be the best men, I guess, which is kind of fun and exciting. I wonder how casual of a wedding it's going to be. I'm curious about that. But more stuff to be thankful for, right? Well, I am thankful for my friends. I hope we can actually get together and do something again soon. Because I ended up living with my mom and stuff. I have friends from school, essentially, and we haven't hung out in a while. And I guess work's getting in the way, and then scheduling, and I don't know. There was that. I made it before, and I think it came out last week. But friends. ... I think. I don't know. I do hope I do hope we can just agree to disagree, and we can just hang out again, and just not bring up that stuff, politics. Like, I don't know. But I'm thankful for the friends that I have hung out with. Godzilla Guy, for one. comes over once a week for like, well, we're watching Fiona and Cake, and we were watching One Punch Man. We watched through season 1, but he apparently doesn't like the style of anime, like in general. So, and it says he's heard bad things about season 2, and apparently season 3 is just like, it's so bad. That's iffy, right? On whether that's going to be something he wants to watch or not. Forgot to slow down. Whoops. But yeah, so what? Oh, somebody else. Okay, I got confused. Like a cop pulled somebody over, and then I thought I saw them. Because I think they got confused too. I think they thought they were getting pulled over. The cop was going to go past them, but they didn't. I wonder what happened. Speeding, maybe. Anyway, I am thankful that my town, the area I live in seems relatively safe. When I was in high school, there was like drugs going around a little bit. Like I heard one of our, I don't think he was in my grade. I think he was in my brother's grade. I heard this guy, I don't remember his name, got caught with drugs. No idea how true it was. None whatsoever. But, you know, I'm just saying it how it is. How I remembers it. Doggy. That's the wrong. He should not be out that side. That means he's on the driver's lap. Sticking his head out the driver's window. Seems a little unsafe. But no, that's I am thankful that the place I live and my family lives is relatively safe. And this is a bit of a cheesy one, I think. I really need to figure out what cheesy means. But I am thankful for the pizza I'm about to buy, as it is one of the better pizzas I've had. And it's not frozen either, which is interesting. Like, because if I'm being honest, the pizza I like the most, stuffed crust. That's basically it. I'm not a big fan of stuff on pizza, though I will get it sometimes. But so I don't know, just like when doing stuff, I guess. I am I guess when getting pizza, I just prefer plain cheese for the most part. Sometimes I get pepperoni, sometimes I'll mix it up with something else, but I will never eat chicken bacon ranch. Ranch, not go with pizza. Pineapple also does not go with pizza. Plenty of other things also don't go with pizza. It's opposing and not in a way that I like, right? Anyway, speaking of that pizza, I'm gonna go get it. So I will be right back and we'll finish it. I learned my lesson from last time. I am not taking my phone in with me. I don't need it. Oh, it's the old lady again. I at least want to find out one more thing that I'm thankful for. I say find out. Because it's something you don't think about, right? It's like you just kind of take things for... Like, it's the way it's phrased, and I don't really appreciate it because I don't take it for granted. I don't take this stuff for granted. I just kind of don't remember to like appreciate it at the time, which I guess is kind of what it is. But at least one more serious thing. So I said, well, I guess I said family, right? In a way. But yeah, obviously family, of course. I have a good family on both sides. I'm blessed like that, I think would be the term. I don't know. I don't want that to be the last thing because it's overused. But I mean, honestly, I do. I really do. Like my family doesn't really get into huge fights. All my family members are nice to me for the most part. I mean, they're their own version of nice. Like my grandpa kind of nags me for, well, yeah, nags me for like not getting a better job and stuff. Pester? I don't know. I guess nags because it's more in person thing, and I feel like pestering sort of like is constant annoyance. But you know, he means good. But yeah, so I am thankful for my family. If there's one other thing I can be thankful for, I would say I'm thankful for my car, for putting up with everything that it has to put up with, right? Because I've got a lot of... I mean, it's a Jeep, right? So it's kind of bad. I need it to work though, and it does, and I greatly appreciate that it hasn't stopped working in a while. I really do appreciate it because I mean, right now, like I'm just barely starting to earn more money. Crap! I was gonna go to my old work and get my check from there today. I can still do that. Should I make it an extra long episode? Probably not, right? I really can't think of much else. I know I'll probably think of something like immediately after, but I don't know. I'm just... Well, may as well buckle up again since I'm not sticking around. But yeah, no. So I'm thankful for this podcast. It lets me vent a little bit, but also it lets me talk, I guess. A lot of the times I don't necessarily have something to say, and I do appreciate being able to just talk without just completely rambling, and even sometimes it's just rambling, but I think talking is one of the most important things you can do, or communicating, I guess, right? Because and I guess this isn't really communicating, this is just talking into the void for the most part, but I greatly appreciate the ability to talk, I guess. I mean, would be really hard to communicate with people over headset if I couldn't even talk. This is a terrible drink for this. I got a drink when I was getting my pizza. Just like it's called Peace Tea. It's just lemonade and lemonade flavored tea, I guess. It's Caddyshack flavor, I guess. But it's the only one I really care about drinking. But I'm thankful for that too. I guess, I don't know. I'm thankful that I am home, but since I'm home, let's just finish it. Thank you all for listening to this episode of the Drive Home Podcast. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like, and if you didn't, you don't have to. I hope you all have a great next 24 hours. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving, no matter what you're doing or who you're doing it with. As long as you're not hurting nobody, I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. And as always, I'll see you next time I drive this podcast home. See ya.